Okay, we may be a minute or so early, but that's okay. We're back for video number 3 in the Ice Cream Corner stamp class. We have another demonstration, and then immediately following that we will do this or that. So we're going to need your help weighing in on how to make the project. Wait just a minute to see who's able to pop in with us live. But if you're watching the replay, so glad you stopped by for that as well. Are you able to find it, Dee? Okay, perfect. It takes a minute. And then we also have a little bit of a delay coming through. So if you're able to join us live, just say hello so we know everything is working properly.
Donna's back.
All right. Hello, Donna. Yeah, we'll wait just a second. We have another fun project for you. And I would think by now you're ready for some ice cream, right? Hi, Baby Ruth.
Well, I'm ready for ice cream.
You're ready for ice cream?
Jan's back.
Hi, Jan. Okay, let's get going on this third project. So I'm going to bring it a little bit closer. This is the You're So Cool card we're going to be recreating on this video. And this time we're making the popsicles. When I was a little kid, we used to have molds from Tupperware. And my mother would make us homemade popsicles. Did you have homemade popsicles?
Oh, yes. With Tupperware molds.
Yes, with Tupperware molds. So they had a little holder that they stood in. I think there was 6 popsicles.
Yes.
So brings back lots of fun memories. I love lime popsicles. They're my fave.
Cassandra's done it.
Hello, Cassandra. So I'm going to tilt this just a little bit, and I'm hoping that the camera will pick up on the fact that these popsicles are kind of icy looking. And that's because we added a bit of fine tip glue after they were stamped. So I'm going to bring the stamp set back in.
Donna says she still has her Tupperware molds.
Do you really? Oh my goodness. I had some. I think when the kids were little, I made them for them. They were not nearly as impressed as I was when I was a kid. But, oh, that is cool. That's really cool. You'll have to pull them out and make some popsicles now, Donna. So these are 2-step stamps when it comes to the popsicle image. So it really does make it look kind of icy. It just is so much fun.
Cassandra says she can see the...
Oh, good. You can see it? Yes. So we've got just a little bit of fine tip glue. And it just makes it even more realistic looking and just adds a little bit more interest to your card. So we're going to show you how to stamp these cute little popsicles. And actually, I say we, but it's actually Dale that's going to be doing some stamping. So let me move out of the way and let me move our project up a little bit so he's got plenty of room because he's going to be using the Stamparatus. We have our guest stamper, right?
Yeah.
Guys stamp too. Just remember you've got to keep it. We'll make sure that we've got it in the camera. It takes just a minute.
I want everybody to notice I got my silicone mat so that I can work off of my top corner up here.
Okay.
With the photopolymers.
Okay.
And then what I do is position the paper in place, and I use the magnet.
Okay.
1 magnet, not 2.
Okay.
We've seen that demonstration where they stick them together and they pop apart, they break into pieces.
Yeah, so these are super strong magnets that come with the Stamparatus. You get 2. There's a little cubby down in the bottom that you can store your magnets, but you always want to keep them apart. You don't want to let them snap together because like any strong magnet, they will break. They can break.
And then I started these and stamping upside down so that I can make sure that I get my images positioned the way I want them on the card. And then I'll also start with the softer color first for the top,
Okay.
and that way it helps blend things together.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ink up the top, and then I'm gonna get ink all over everything.
Welcome to the club. That's
And
part
then-
of it.
I'll press it down and just kind of rub my finger over it, give it a little bit to
Let that ink transfer good.
transfer good, and then we'll close that ink pad up. And we'll set it aside for a moment,
Baby Ruth said, "Go Dale." She learned something new.
and then we'll. But by positioning the top, and then I can. I'm gonna move this down to stamp the next image.
Okay, slow down a minute. You lost me there. What'd you just do?
Well, I'm working the hinge step. It was in this position, and to keep my spacing and all the same, I hinged down 3 positions,
Okay.
and now I'm gonna ink up the top of the card, because when you're making multiples, or if you're doing this in a sequence where you're spacing them down, the hinge step allows that
Okay.
to function very well.
That's one of the good things about the Stamparatus, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And then so now, and
Got your second popsicle.
I got my second popsicle.
You want to clean that before you turn it?
Ooh, yeah. You know, I like getting
So many things to do all at once, right?
right. I love making sure that I get my ink all over everything. And I'll go back to the first one.
Now you're ready for your darker colors?
I'm ready for my darker color.
Okay.
And I go from light to dark because that's the way I was taught in watercolors, and these are water-based inks.
Okay.
And it just makes them blend a little better when you have that.
So what colors are you using for your popsicles?
I'm using the soft sea foam and the old olive
Okay.
is this first one. And
That's
then,
my lime popsicle. Thank you.
And then on the other one for the that's a little like the blue coconut will be the Pool Party and Coastal Cabana.
Coastal Cabana or Bermuda
Oh, I'm
Bay?
sorry, Bermuda Bay.
Okay.
So,
Perfect. Did you clean it?
no, I haven't cleaned it yet.
Okay.
You got me doing a whole bunch of stuff here.
You're doing great.
This is
You're
not the
doing
way I
great.
normally do this.
Oh, it's not?
No. And you know I love the ink spots to
True,
ink
yeah.
with. They're just easier to manipulate, and I don't get as much ink all over myself and everything else.
One of the good things, though, too, about your Stamparatus is you don't really get those halos like you can when you're using a block because you don't rock the stamp.
And the other thing that's good about it is if you let me clean this and get this out of the way for the
Okay.
moment. If you need to restamp your image,
True.
I never can get them lined up. And how about some
Sprinkles.
yeah, we need some sprinkles on these.
So if you'll notice, he just popped in a new plate. So the Stamparatus comes with 2 plates, which is awesome. So you have 4 stamping surfaces that way.
And you had asked why I came from the same direction on all of them and not from the side.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm hinge stepping, if I would have come from the side on this, then I would have to hinge down this way, and I would have had to turn my paper. But by having everything come from the same direction, now I can just simply put it back into place where it was, and
Add the stick.
Add the stick, and when we can get it inked better.
Okay.
We can add the stick. Now what that's going to do is it's going to have a little bit of added color to that stick, so it's going to look a little bit more, it's going to look a little more pronounced.
That's okay.
And so yours has got a heat stick on it.
So let us know if you have a Stamparatus.
And then after I get it all inked and in place, then I would then go back and we'll do here in just a moment. We'll put the got them reversed order. Oh well.
It's okay. It's okay.
And then we'll put the fine tip glue on them in just a moment.
Okay. You know, the other thing that we did, if you'll show our sample card, we actually stamped the popsicle on the inside as well.
And
okay, several have a Stamparatus.
So we're going to go back and we're going to put the position the paper in the same corner, and we're going to go down in that same corner, and we'll do. You want the lime?
Either one, whichever one you want to do.
Well, we did the lime on the.
Oh, good. They love their Stamparatus or Stamparati's. Is that the plural of Stamparatus? Stamparatuses?
I don't know.
I remember when the Stamparatus first came out, people were calling it a Stampasaurus.
So we'll go back and we'll do a pool party on this one. And we'll, and if you want a little softer image,
well, you should feel very blessed because Tara is watching you stamp, dude.
Good.
Tara has not been able to use the Stamparatus yet. She was a big fan of the Stamp-A-Majig, which does a lot of the same things.
Yeah, I like it too because it's a freestyle thing.
So if you still have your Stamp-A-Majig, you could pull that out as well. But the Stamparatus really does make things faster.
And especially if you're doing multiples, like we set up a lot of templates and use it that way to do multiples.
Yes, we do a lot of multiples. Like we will be sending out probably about 60 cards for Happy Mail, hopefully next week. And we'll be using the Stamparatus because I already have a design for that Happy Mail card. And when we're making that many, using the Stamparatus really helps. Speed things up. And Betsy's back. No gold leafing, Betsy. No gilded leafing today. I did make a mess with sprinkles, though. Yes, I agree. Everyone needs a Stamparatus. They're awesome. Did it work? Yes.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And you'll
such a cute little popsicle.
Let's see if we can get. I've got ink all over my fingers now.
That's a sign of a good stamper.
And so there you have
how cute.
The two images. So let's set the Stamparatus aside for the moment.
Okay.
And go to my favorite tool.
Do you don't need the silicone craft sheet?
Yeah, I do.
Maybe so.
Yeah,
just to...
Well, we got one right here.
Okay.
I'll pluck this one out. So in case we get glue all over everything.
Well, that just makes it so easy to clean up.
Yeah, because it just peels right off. Oh, that's not the right spot.
I think they can see you.
All right. What I do with the fine tip glue, you may have noticed that I just kind of try to make it look like where the two different colors merge together. I want to color them in just kind of haphazardly. Come on now. Come on now.
You may have to move your hand a little bit. Is
Well,
it not wanting to come
my
out?
glue's not wanting to come out.
Oh, goodness.
Give me just a second.
Okay. We have a different one?
Yep.
I probably left that one open. You can blame it on me.
And then you come in here and you'll see that it just kind of gives a glob of glue out. And I just kind of stroke it down into position and kind of leave a little bit of glue in place, and it kind of gives it that like a drip look. I don't know how well you can see it, and then we'll do the same kind of thing on the next one over here. The reason you don't like this is because it takes so long for it to dry.
It does. You really need to let it dry an hour or two. I'm too impatient. Too impatient.
And I don't know if y'all can see that or not. We'll see if we can get this held up here. So that it just kind of looks like it's got drips coming down where the top is kind of melted. And then if you wanted to, you could go back in and add some Wink of Stella as well.
Oh, that's a good idea.
See my big glob of glue right there trying to drain down, so that's going to make a really cute looking piece later on. So let's move this off to the side. And
Need to take that one?
yeah, if you'll take that one.
Okay.
And then what you'll see is, y'all may know I enjoy coloring stuff with the fine tip glue pen, and this is one of the images we stamped earlier in Fussy Cut, and I put the fine tip glue on the top and on the sides and down to the bottom. These are just images out of the DSP itself, and you just kind of make some, I don't know if you can tell, it's got a dribble down the side down onto the cone. It just makes it a wet appearance. And then especially like when you have the two-tone colors, it helps in person. You can really see it shine, and it brings out the colors. And I'll talk with my hands, excuse me. You can see the colors pop out at you because the glue helps the light reflect, and it just kind of helps give it a dimension and a shine, and then you can use those as accents. They're one of my cute.
He does like using the fine tip glue, and it really does make a cute accent. You just have to know that you need to set it aside and let it dry.
And not overwork it.
Yes, yes.
It's
Okay, now I'm supposed to follow that, right? Let me bring in the pieces that we need for this card. And we did go ahead and stamp one of the images earlier so that it would have time to dry completely. So we've got a Bermuda Bay card base. And I'm going to go back later and I'll put the dimensions, go in and edit the descriptions of the videos, and I'll put the dimensions for you if you want to try to recreate some of the cards. I hope you will. And if you do, be sure to share those with us. You're always welcome in this group, our Craft and Connect group. You are always welcome to post projects that you've made. We love, I didn't get that exactly scored properly. Let's use the other side. We love to see what you create. We love that inspiration that you give us too.
Betsy said the drips were very creative.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you, Dee. That was awesome. I love that Dale helps me out. He looks at things very differently than I do. So I think we make a pretty good team. We've been a team for how long now? 36 years?
36 years.
36 years.
It seems
Team
like
Todd. Seems like yesterday. Some days. It seems like yesterday. So then we're going to go ahead and mat this piece with the Blackberry Bliss cardstock.
That one's...
What? Oh, I grabbed the wrong glue. The one with the lid on it's not going to get me very far, is it? That is a good idea, though. Putting that glue in the little container with a damp paper towel. It's working, y'all. So just in case. I told you I'd let you know, and it is working. Okay. So then what I did, like I told you earlier, the Pool Party sheer ribbon works really well with this suite of products, even though it's not in this suite. That's okay. We get to mix and match. We let everybody come to the party, right? So I'm just gonna do what we call the cheater method, and I'm gonna pull this ribbon and just attach it with a piece of Scotch tape. Then I know that it is stuck on there, and I love that this just adds a little bit of shimmer, and you can still see our popsicle sticks through the ribbon. We'll add a little piece of tape here as well, and then I'll find my snips and cut that off. And that holds that securely for me. Get rid of Pool Party ribbon, and I'll bring in the Blackberry Bliss, and I just slipped a little piece underneath and tied a knot. To just make a cute little accent piece there. Probably got too much ribbon, but that's okay. We'll trim those ends off and get that ribbon out of the way. And what's neat about this is you can position it and then tighten it down, but you can move that if you need to. You don't get it exactly centered. And now we're ready to add that to our card front. And I think on our sample, we popped that up because when in doubt, pop it up, right? Let me find my dimensionals. I pulled off too many. Well, Tara's here, so there can never be too many dimensionals. Glad you're joining us, Tara's.
Tara says you can see that there's not enough dimensionals.
Y'all know we've told the story a million times, but I did join Stampin' Up! To get a discount on dimensionals and grid paper, and thank goodness I had a discount on dimensionals when Tara did a lot of crafting with me, because that girl can use dimensionals. Get this centered here pretty well. Okay, let me move that out of the way, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in my stamp if I can find it. And it says, "You're so cool." Let me bring in my mat so we can get a good impression here. And I've got a scalloped oval that we're going to back this sentiment with, and then just a little oval that we'll stamp on. Do you see the Bermuda Bay ink down? Oh, okay. Yeah, I need it right quick. No worries. We'll just stamp that little sentiment right quick, and we will be done with our third project. Oh, I didn't put the inside in. Thank you. You're so cool. Not the best stamping, but that's okay. Move that out of the way.
Well, it gives you an opportunity to put some sprinkles on top.
I think I've already made a big enough mess with sprinkles today. A little bit of glue on there. Get this lined up, back it with a little bit of Blackberry Bliss striped DSP. Just brings a little bit more fun, doesn't it? And we'll pop that up in the middle. You'll have to let us know which is your favorite card today. It's going to be hard to choose when you're talking about ice cream. But I really like this little popsicle card.
Lisa says they're coming up on 36 in May as well.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. I don't know how those years fly by so quickly, but they certainly do, don't they? Okay, I'll tighten that now because I've got that in place. I think that all looks pretty good. And where is the inside that you stamped for us? Let's go ahead and put that layer inside. It's really cute. And of course, you can always pull your colors for your card base and your stamping from your Designer Series paper. Another thing that made me fall in love with Stampin' Up! Early on was just that coordination of colors. It just gives you the time to craft instead of trying to figure out how to get everything to work well together. So there's project number 3. You're so cool. Our super cute little inside as well. I hope y'all love that. And now it is time for this or that. So give us just a second to move a few things. Don't take that Bermuda Bay ink away from me, okay? Because I have to have it. Okay. So the way that this or that works is we are going to give you some options, and you are going to be creating the project. I've got a basket of supplies here that I'm going to pull out. I need a bigger table, don't I? During this pandemic, we have moved to a bigger room for my craft room, as most of y'all know.
It wasn't big enough.
It still isn't big enough. No, it's not. It's so much better, though. It's really, really nice. So hopefully in the near future, we'll be able to get together, those that live close to me, and we can start doing some events again. I'll be so glad when this pandemic is behind us. Wow, who would have ever dreamed we would live through a pandemic, you guys? I don't think so. Thank you, though. Okay, so let me just burnish these score lines right quick. And we have 2 different card bases that you can choose from. And I'll show you, these are the 2 inks we'll be using later. You'll get to choose from. But would you rather...
Jan wants to know if your craft room could ever be big enough.
I don't know. We've talked before that we really need a craft house. That would be optimal. Just a little, you know, living space, but most of it be craft supplies. That would be amazing. Okay, what colors have we got here, Dale? I'm going to quiz you.
It should be Pool Party and Bermuda Bay.
Okay.
Both of which are in the paper.
Yes, exactly. So we're pulling, of course, from colors from the Designer Series paper. So you let us know if you would like us to use a Pool Party card base or a Bermuda Bay card base. Which would you prefer?
Cassandra says she definitely needs a craft house.
Yes, a craft house. Sign us up. That would be amazing.
Lisa says Pool Party.
Pool Party? Okay.
Cassandra says Bermuda Bay.
So while you guys are discussing what card base we're going to use, I'm going to go ahead and put the white inside panel.
Jan says Pool Party.
Okay.
Donna says Pool Party.
Now,
Pool Party's pulling ahead.
Pool Party is pulling ahead.
By a nose. Donna says Pool Party.
Oh, okay. Well, this is going to be a landslide, isn't it?
Looking that way.
Okay, you keeping up with the votes, Dee? Last time we allegedly had...
A tie.
Well, we allegedly had some, what is it, fraudulent voting.
Oh.
That was right at, no, that wasn't at the election. I don't know what I'm talking about.
What?
We had just had an election, not
Did the
two.
rules say they couldn't vote more than once?
No, they can only vote once. Do not instigate them. Do not. So they get one vote. So where are we at? We at pool party? It's looking like pool party?
Yes.
Okay.
LaDonna is saying that it's fraudulent.
Fraudulent, yes. I know last time there was a little bit of banter about whether or not there were some fraudulent votes. Okay, so pool party is our first supply. Next, we have 2 pieces of designer series paper. One is the super cute stripe that's in Blackberry Bliss, or these little cute cone shape, which I guess I have that upside down. Either way, you could do it either way. This way?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's terracotta tile.
Yes, it is terracotta tile. So, you've got your pool party card base. So, which would you prefer? Terracotta tile, which is retiring soon. Thanks for mentioning that, Dee. Or Blackberry Bliss stripes. You let us know what you would like. You want this or that? Now we.
Donna says terracotta tile.
Okay. It takes just a minute.
Donna says terracotta.
Ah, terracotta tile.
Lisa says terracotta.
Okay. That's funny. I would have probably gone with the Blackberry Bliss, but that's why we're asking you guys.
Jan says terracotta.
Ah, okay.
Tara says she likes the Blackberry Bliss stripe.
See, I do too.
Baby Ruth says terracotta.
Okay. Well, it's looking like terracotta. Sorry, Tara.
Betsy says terracotta.
We got outvoted, Tara.
Cassandra says terracotta. Blackberry.
Blackberry.
Yeah,
okay.
And Betsy said blackberry. So
are we tied?
I'm thinking we're close to being tied.
Well, we need a tiebreaker.
Oh, there's a recount in. It looks like the terracotta has won.
Terracotta's won. Okay, let's get rid of this Blackberry Bliss stripe, and we will go ahead and add our terracotta.
Math is so hard.
And you know what? Is my glue in here? No, it is not. It does work though. If you put it in there on the damp paper towel, it has been working, but I'm a mess, y'all. Okay, so here is our terracotta tile designer series paper. Super cute. I like the way you guys are thinking, the direction that you're heading. This is cute. Okay. So next, that's some purple posy, isn't it? Next, we're going to add a cardstock layer, and we have soft seafoam, which is not a color I use a lot, but it looks really, really cute in this paper. And then purple posy, and again, this is one of our in colors that will be retiring soon, next week, Wednesday. Demonstrators will get to see a sneak peek of the new catalog, and then I'll be letting you guys know what's on the retirement list. So you tell me which one you like here, which one you prefer. We've got soft seafoam or purple posy cardstock. So let me know which one you want added to our project. This is a colorful project.
Betsy says soft seafoam.
Okay.
Donna says soft seafoam.
Okay.
LaDonna has put her vote on Cassandra. Jan has.
What do you mean?
She's deferring to.
Oh,
she wants to double up whatever Cassandra says.
She gave Cassandra her proxy. Is that?
Yes, that's the right word. And then we have Jan at soft seafoam and Lisa at soft seafoam.
Okay,
So
well,
I think it's a soft seafoam.
It's looking like
runaway.
soft seafoam. Runaway soft seafoam. Okay. So your next choice is whether or not you want Popsicle Designer Series paper or Ice Cream Designer Series paper to pair with your soft seafoam cardstock. So popsicles or ice cream. And we'll give it just a minute. There's a bit of a lag, but
yeah, the Madonna and Cassandra went for purple posies.
Did
so,
they?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. You guys got outvoted.
Donna says popsicles.
Okay.
Cassandra says popsicles.
Okay.
LaDonna says ice cream.
Okay.
Betsy says popsicles.
Alrighty.
Leanne says ice cream.
Okay.
Lisa says toss up.
Either one would look cute.
Jan says popsicles.
Okay. It's looking like
Tara
popsicles.
says popsicles.
Popsicles.
We're
We're
going
going with popsicles. Okay. I like that. Looks cute. So now I have a little quandary for you guys. You'll have to let me know. Do you want me to... Did we cut this where it would matte? We did.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to matte the popsicle paper onto the soft seafoam? Or do you like the look of it being kind of wonky on there? So do you want it matted or do you want it wonky? That's your next vote. I think either way it's going to look cute. So matted or wonky?
We have a wonky.
Okay.
LaDonna's wonky. Leanne's wonky.
Okay.
Do they realize how hard that is for you?
Why?
Donna says wonky because
Wonky.
you like it clean. Cassandra says wonky. It's
Okay.
It's a wonky
We're
runaway.
all a little bit wonky. A lot of times I do things wonky because it's hard for me to get them straight. So don't tell anybody. That's my little secret.
LaDonna says yes, wonky.
Wonky. Okay. We're going in with wonky.
I like it.
What have you done with my glue? Thank you. We may have lost Tara, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure we did.
Okay. There's our soft seafoam. And then we'll put our popsicle DSP on there. Don't y'all love this paper? It is just so cute. Oops, I guess I want to go kind of that way with it. Oh, I love your card, y'all. So cute. Okay, what is the next? I think the next thing is the sentiments. Do we have them over here?
Yes. That's right here.
So you've got a choice between thank you.
Where's the summits at?
I don't know. I thought they were in the basket. You have a choice between thank you. They're right here, Dee. I'm sorry. You have a choice between thank you or treat yourself. Those are your two options for sentiments. Would you like the card to say thank you or treat yourself? Give y'all a second to vote.
Donna says treat yourself.
Okay.
Jan says treat yourself.
I
Sandra
think it's
says treat yourself. Tara says treat yourself.
Tara will have to tell us if that was The Office or Parks and Recreation. I think it was Parks and Recreation where they said treat yourself.
Leanne
treat
says
yourself.
treat yourself.
Well, that was not difficult at all, was
Lisa
it?
says treat yourself.
Y'all are cracking me up. Okay, so it's treat yourself. And do you want to use Bermuda Bay ink or do you want to use Blackberry Bliss ink?
Cassandra says treat me.
Treat me. Let us know, Tears. I think it was Parks and Recreation, wasn't it? Oh, y'all are hilarious.
Tara says yes to Parks and Rec.
Okay. So we've got our little oval that we're going to put our treat yourself. Have we got any votes for what color we're using yet?
We got some Blackberry Bliss coming in. Blackberry Bliss.
Okay.
With Cassandra, Jan, and Donna saying Blackberry Bliss.
Blackberry Bliss. Okay. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and do Blackberry Bliss then. And ink up Treat Yourself. And hopefully I can get it stamped straight. But you know, this is a cute little font. Make sure I'm on the right side.
Betsy says Bermuda Bay.
Well, I'm sorry,
Baby
Betsy.
Ruth says Blackberry Bliss.
Yeah, y'all got outvoted the Bermuda Bay crew. It's going to be Blackberry Bliss this time. I didn't do a very good job. Let me try that again. That's why we cut a couple of sentiment pieces. Let me try to get that lined up a little bit better this time. Much better. That looks cute in Blackberry Bliss. It would have looked cute in Bermuda Bay as well, though. Okay, we are coming up on the end of this card, you guys. So the next thing I need to know is if you want to use Pool Party sheer ribbon or the Blackberry Bliss striped ribbon on your project. You've got two choices here. The Blackberry Bliss is really pretty, but so is Pool Party. The Blackberry Bliss is part of this suite, but I like both of them. So let me know if you want Blackberry Bliss ribbon or Pool Party ribbon. We're just going to put a little swoosh under our sentiment. Have some votes coming in.
Yeah, we got one for each.
Oh, okay.
Cassandra says Pool Party.
Pool Party, okay.
Donna said Pool Party, and LaDonna said Bliss.
Bliss. Okay, we'll wait for a couple more votes. Right now, what's ahead? Pool Party?
Right now we got Pool Party ahead.
Okay.
Jan says Pool Party.
Okay.
Babe Ruth says Blackberry Bliss. Betsy says Pool Party.
Okay. What's ahead? Pool Party so far?
Yeah, Pool Party is running away with it.
Okay. Well. You like the smaller ones or that larger?
The small ones.
Smaller ones? Okay. All right. So we're going with Pool Party, it looks like, this time. And what I like to do when I tousle the ribbon or twine back behind something, I just put a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus to help adhere that down. This makes it a little bit easier for me to work with it because I can just kind of zigzag that ribbon across there and it will stay in place better. I think that's where I want it. And then when I come in with my sentiment, I can cover up that little bit of adhesive. So where did my dimensionals go off to? Here they are.
And you said yourself, how did it go off the rails?
So your last choice is to select your popsicle that we're going to add as a little embellishment. We have a Blackberry Bliss popsicle. So we have a grape popsicle and we have a lime popsicle. So let me know which one you want to use as our last little accent. Lime or grape popsicle. We have any votes coming in, Dee? Lime or grape?
No, don't have any votes coming in yet.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put a dimensional on each of them so we are ready.
2 limes. LaDonna says lime. Jan says grape.
Okay.
Donna says lime. Lisa says lime. Cassandra says lime. Betsy says grape.
So lime's pulling ahead?
Yeah, the limes are pulling ahead.
Okay. Sorry. All right, well, we'll put that lime popsicle on. And this is one that Dale had already put a bit of fine tip glue on for me earlier. So there is our Treat Yourself card that you guys created. I love your color combination. So fun and so bright. Great job, everybody. That was awesome. And then, of course, we also want to show...
Give me just a minute.
Okay, well, here's this card, the one that you chose.
Dimensions on that?
On what?
That
Oh, sure. And then, of course, Dale has been in the background putting together the
picking
choices.
the stuff off the curb.
Picking it off the curb. The stuff that was kicked to the curb. So he has made our that card off screen, and we'll show it to you. We'll reveal the kick to the curb card here in just a second. I bet it's going to be cute too. All right, y'all ready? Oh, it's very cute. Look at there. I love it.
Y'all wish y'all didn't kick it to the curb now.
So this or that. They're both cute, but you guys did a great job voting. And then we also, so give yourself a round of applause because that was really fun. Now we're going to take this card since it's the one that you created. And we're going to actually make this a gift card holder, you guys. I had this little piece of Designer Series paper left, and we thought it would be fun just to come in with a circle punch. Come about halfway, make a little notch so it makes it easier to get the gift card out for the recipient. And we're just going to put a little bit of tear tape. This is a great way that you can make any card a gift card holder. Are they happy with their card, Dee?
They're saying both are cute.
They both are cute, but y'all did a good job.
Betsy says that this card is perfect.
They're just both so bright and fun. That's one of the great things about this paper. Yes, the coordination is awesome. So don't forget, we've got a couple colors in this paper, Purple Posy and Terracotta Tile, that will be leaving us soon. It's sad, but new colors are coming.
Yes, they are.
And that's always very exciting. And be sure and catch my Facebook Live on Wednesday, or if you're at work at 10 o'clock in the morning, you can always watch the replay because I'll be sharing what is on the retirement list with you guys in that Facebook Live, and then also kind of what's carrying over. It's going to be an exciting day. I'll get to let you know shortly after I find out. Okay, we'll just pop that little piece of DSP on there, and now we have a little gift card holder. So this card is now a gift card holder. Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining us for stamp class today. Hope you had fun. Hope you have lots of ideas now to use with the Ice Cream Corner Suite. I think I mentioned earlier that this suite collection, so one of everything in the collection, is just $56. Which I think is amazing to be able to get so many products and be able to do so many fun things with them. I will post a share thread so that you can show if you recreate any of these projects, especially that World's Easiest Shaker card. So
and your spin on it.
Yeah, your spin on it. You could use any designer series paper and little sprinkles or trinkets. So hope that gives you lots of ideas. Again, Rosemarie Gonzalez is who shared that with us at Onstage, and so I'm just so thankful that demonstrators are so good about sharing ideas with each other. That way I'm able to pass those on to you. So be sure and inspire us if you create something. I love to see what you make. Thanks again, and we will see you later.